Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be ranking every single LEGO X-Men ever released. This is all the way from 2012 to now, 2026. So, and speaking of 26, is Professor Xavier. A straight up awful figure here. This figure is not good. And here's the next Professor Xavier, another not great figure using the Michael Scott torso. It's just not great. No exclusive prints, nothing exclusive. Next up is the Magneto, who is wearing pajamas. This Magneto is based off X-Men 97 and is again not very good. And that's what gives it the 24th spot. Next up is Cyclops. This Cyclops has no hair for some reason, which is very unfortunate. I think it should have hair, and that definitely brings the figure down. Next up is another Magneto who is in his purple outfit here, and I just don't think it looks the best. It's just not a very good look for Magneto, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. But he does have his helmet included here, which isn't shown here. Next up is the Wolverine from the mech, and this Wolverine is not bad at all. It's just pretty bland and generic. I think there should be more blue. There's barely any blue in this figure. And his helmet's very nice. Nothing changed there. He has some goggles. And he has no leg printing. Next up is Jean Grey. A fine figure with just not enough printing for a $330 set. It looks fine. Looks like it does in the movie. Should have dual molded legs, I think. It just doesn't hit the spot that some of the other X-Men figures do. At number 19 is Rogue, and this is a fine figure with fine printing. However, the thing that does bring it down, which is not shown on the images, is that the legs do not match up with the torso. And by that, I mean the color of the legs do not match with the torso. And it is very unfortunate because this would be a rather good figure otherwise than that. Next up is the Venomized Wolverine, and this figure is fine. It's just not a figure that was needed here. We definitely did not need this figure. I mean, there's some great printing on here, some great details. It's pretty much all blacked out, which is fine, but it's just a figure we really didn't need. Next up is Cyclops, and this is a great figure. It's just, there's a better Cyclops later on the list that we'll get to later that's very similar to this, but with better details and such. Next up is the X-Men Jet Wolverine. This is a different Wolverine from the one from the CMF, and it is a worse version, similar to the Cyclops in this set. It's just not as good as the figure we'll later see down the line. But I do like the printing here, and I'm confused on why they didn't reuse the dual molded legs from the CMF. It just doesn't work here. The colors don't match up, which is very unfortunate again. Next up is Iceman, and this is where the figures start to get really good. This figure has some great detailing, and it looks like it's actually made out of snow or ice, whatever you want to call it. I love all the little details to make it look like snow. And next up is one of the versions of Storm. In my opinion, this is the worst version of the Storm, just because it has no leg printing. I do like the detail on the cape. Next up is the only San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure I counted. I didn't count the Deadpools because I didn't really think of them as X-Men. But this is a great figure here, and there's some great printing, and this looks exactly like the Dark Phoenix or the Phoenix. Next up is one of the versions of Wolverine. This is the one from 2012, and this figure does look fantastic overall. I really love it. I love that they introduced the spiked hairpiece for Wolverine here. And then they have all the printing. The darker blue works here. Next up is the CMF version of Storm. I like this CMF version of Storm more. I just don't like the white version of Storm as much as the black version of Storm. It's just not my cup of tea, really. Moving up to the 10th spot, we have the third version of Magneto, and this Magneto is very nice, going more comic book accurate, and it's the classic comic design, and this is another classic comic design, but for the change, he has the rubber cape, and he's now wearing underpants, which is a nice change here, and he does have the helmet and rubber cape, of course, and I like the abs used here. Next up is Bishop, a great figure overall, some great printing. This figure looks phenomenal with the shaded abs and torso. It just looks so great. Just not a main face X-Men character. Next up is Beast, another CMF character. And this CMF character is very, very good. Again, he has some side builds included, including a mug, an X-Men mug, and a magnifying glass. Next up is the updated version of Cyclops, the much superior version, with the leg printing, and it just looks so much better and more accurate. It's just great. It's really just fantastic. Next up is Brown Suit Wolverine, my personal favorite Wolverine figure, but it's just not the best overall. This is just such an iconic look for Wolverine. It's really great. I love the brown suit very much, and I love the face print. Next up is Storm, and this is my favorite Storm figure. I just like the black outfit a lot more than the white one for some reason. I can't quite wrap my hands around why, but it's just a great figure nonetheless. Next up in number 3rd spot is a very iconic figure, and that is Deadpool. An exclusive figure, all these are pretty much exclusive, but this one is very rare and very hard to find. And it's surprising that they made a Deadpool figure with his source material. A great, surprising figure nonetheless. Next up is the best version of Wolverine, that's from the CMF, and he just has some arm printing which are fantastic, and he has his iconic arm hair here, which is a weird thing to say, but it's just such a staple of Wolverine, especially from X-Men 97. And in first place is none other than Gambit. This figure is just phenomenal from start to finish. It's just such a great figure. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.